Alright. Get out of the way. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw. I, Michael Cole, Mike Lane, and Wade Barrett here. And today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw, we are going to have Father Yule here today on Alone Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw, Michael Cole says. That's right, Michael Cole. We're going to have Father Yule here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Night Raw, because we are in the Yule time. You know, Jesus' birthday Yule is coming up at later this month. Right now, for the Jewish folks, they have the gathering of lights going on for at least 8 days and 8 nights. Well, that's right, Michael Cole and Mike Lane. You know, Holy Fellow Nicholas, Father Yule, shit, whatever you want to call him. You know, it's going to be coming now. And here he is, Wade Barrett says. Ho, ho, ho. Happy Yule. It is I, Santa Claus, or known by the even land Neverlanders as Santa Claus, known by the rest of the world as Santa Claus, and by some in the 4-1 Kingdom as Father Yule, and known by the Spanish-speaking folks in the Spanish-speaking world as Papa Noel. Well, those are Spanish borrowwords anyway. So, whatever name Holy Fellow Nicholas, whatever name you want to call me by, I am the bearer of gifts. You know? But the grounds to why I do what I do, and it is not for myself. I give gifts out to keep the happiness, the glee, the love of Jesus' birthday Yule alive. God gave Jesus to us as a gift so many years ago. The gift that God and Jesus gave us was to keep us from our sins and misdeeds, to take on our sins, to atone for our sins, to have our sins and misdeeds cleaned away, so then we could have a stead in heaven through God and through Jesus. And since God loved us so much and forgave us so much, and since Jesus loved us so much and forgave us so much, both of them were willing to put one in the bind, and everyone was willing to go in the bind for us. So, I give out gifts to keep everyone happy, to keep the happiness and glee of Jesus' birthday Yule alive. And I think I've done a good work. Oh, Santa Claus! Jade Cordell, it is good to see you. It's good to see you, Jade Cordell. Yeah, it's good to see you too, Father Yule. I've only been in WWE for a short time, showing up on Alone Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, NXT. But since then, no one really hasn't seen me since then. Oh, I know you're the former AEW TBS fighter, the first one. You held it for a long time before you lost it, before someone else beat you for it. And the way I want to look at that is that, is there something that you want, you know? Well, let me think about that. You see, what I do want, you know, is that I was always thinking, Santa Claus, shit. There. What I was thinking is that I want to have a shot for the TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings, which is held by Io Sarai or Io Sky, whatever you want to call her. But we all know she's not going to put that winning on stake. And we all know that to get for her, we got to go for the rest of the wounded lead. Well, here comes Becky Lynch now. Alright, Father Yule, It's good to see you too. Jade Cordell, let's just say I'm going to give you an early Yule gift. You know? Because we all know Io Shirai or Io Sky, whatever you want to call the bitch, she's not going to put the winnings on stake. Let's be earnest about that. And you'll have to deal with Bayley and Angelina Love and Dakota Kai and Kairi Singh and Asuka if you're dealing with her. And you know how it was like when Charlotte Flair and Madison Rayne and Bianca Belair and myself, and you had to deal with them. So what I'm thinking is, if it's art of you, Father Yule, the Yule gift or the Yule wish that I want this year, I want to give it to someone else. Well, how thoughtful, Becky Lynch. You know, Yule is not about the gifts that you get, but it's about the gifts that you give. The same kind of gift that when God gave Jesus to us. The same kind of gift when we had our sins atoned for and our sins taken on and cleaned away. The same gift that God and Jesus gave when He gave us a stead in heaven through God and through Jesus. So, Jade Cordell, you're going to be fighting me tonight. Well, ho, 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 then. That is good, Jade and Becky Lynch. Santa Claus got to go now. He want to yield to see how this match plays out. Have a happy Yule. Well, we know that Santa Claus, Michael Cole says, does not have any sway or any might over the booking and writing here in the toy wrestling gathering, but I know one woman, someone who does. Astronema. Alright, Astronema says, so you want your early Yule gift. Today, we're going to have Becky Lynch fight Jade Cordell for the Women's World Heavyweight winnings. And I will be dealing with Io Shirai or Io Sky because she will be putting her winnings on stake. You know. But I'm happy to see, Becky Lynch, that you want to be a fighter's fighting. You want to be a fighting Women's World Heavyweight fighter. Well, we just heard from Astronema now, or Corone, or whatever you want to call her, Michael Cole said. We got a match now. Yeah, Mike Lane said we got the match for the Women's World Heavyweight winnings. You know, and everyone wishes that Io Shirai or Io Sky was as willing to put it on the stake more times than Becky Lynch does. Hey, Wade Barrett says, I know Io Shirai or Io Sky. She would want to put it on stake. You know, it's just a Becky Lynch beat Io Shirai or Io Sky to the strike. You know, Wade Barrett says. This is for the TWF Women's World Heavyweight winnings. First, she is Jade Cordell. And she is the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter. And she is the Women's World Heavyweight Fighter, Becky Lynch. Ding, ding. Well, this will be the first time that Jade Cordell, and it's kind of cloudy in here, so we're going to have the light on. It will be the first time, Michael Cole said, that Jade Cordell would have fought Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch wanted to give her the manhandle slam. And Becky Lynch does not taking anything away from Jade Cordell. Jade Cordell, Michael Cole said, a body slam, former AEW TBS fighter, which is a women's winnings in AEW. You wouldn't think it, so it is. Michael Cole says, well, we do know how skilled Jade Cordell is. We do know all the things she did in her time. In AEW, Mike Lane says. Wade Barrett says, Jade Cordell was the first and longest lording AEW TBS fighter. And Jade Cordell picked up Becky Lynch and dropped her. So I could see Jade Cordell becoming the women's world heavyweight fighter, Wade Barrett says. She has the skill, she has the craft. She's been in wrestling for so many years, and we'll see what she's going to do in WWE. But as of right now, we see what she's going to do here in the TWF, Wade Barrett says, and that's beat up on Becky Lynch, the Man, as some folks like to call her. And Becky Lynch coming back. Becky Lynch wanted to give her, and Jade Cordell knocked her over, Michael Cole says. Well, you haven't said anything bad about any one of these women wrestlers, Michael Cole says. Wade Barrett. Yeah, Mike Lane says Wade Barrett hasn't been either guilting or shaming him or scathing him for something. Oh, you want me to guilt and shame about something, Wade Barrett said? How about Jade Cordell, not showing up, not being on Alone Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown or NXT in the World Wrestling Glee, Wade Barrett says there. And then losing to Becky Lynch, Wade Barrett says. 1, 2, and only a kick out. Only a 2. There's the scathing, there's the guilting, there's the shaming, Wade Barrett says. Becky Lynch wanted to beat. Jade Cordell got Becky Lynch and slammed her down. Will this be enough? Will Jade Cordell become the women's world heavyweight fighter here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering, Michael Cole says. Well, wait, Mike Lane said, we'll see if she gets the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner and the new TWF, the new women's world heavyweight fighter, Jade Cordell. And Becky Lynch and Jade Cordell just shook hands. And Becky Lynch got out of the ring. And now Jade Cordell is now the new women's world heavyweight fighter. She won a winnings that goes back to winnings that goes back to Shayna Baszler, Michael Cole says. That's right, Wade Barrett says. Jade Cordell is the new women's world heavyweight fighter here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. Here on Alone Night Raw, Michael Cole says. That's right, Wade Barrett said. Jade Cordell is now the new women's world heavyweight fighter, Michael Cole said. And she beat Becky Lynch, Mike Lane said, which seems to be one of the hard women wrestler, women fighter, women overstar, whatever you want to call them, to beat, Mike Lane said. I'd say one thing, Wade Barrett said. A lot of folks can say whatever they want to say about women wrestlers, women fighters, women overstars, AEW, MLW, NWA, OVW, AW, TNAW, all of them can say XWF, XPW, GCW, ZCW. They can all say they got good women wrestlers. But we have them here in the Toy Wrestling, the TWF2, Wade Barrett says. WWE can say it too. Alright. Tony Schiavone, take it away. Thank you, Michael Cole and Mike Lane. I'm going to be talking with Becky Lynch here. I'm going to be talking with Jade Cordell here today on Monday Night Raw. Formerly Raw is War. Formerly the Raw Over Show. Alright. Jade Cordell. You are no newcomer. You were in AEW. You were the former AEW TBS fighter, and now you are the women's world heavyweight fighter here. Well, you know what, Tony Schiavone, coming in here today, I didn't think that I would be. This is like an early Yule gift for me. Or for you Jewish folk, an early Gathering of Lights gift. Or for you non-Christian and black folk out there, an early Gathering of Followership gift. Well, anyway, I'm Christian. It's an early Yule gift. And anyway, I'm going to give all the onlook to Becky Lynch. Because she's done a lot, both in WWE and in the TWF. She's got a big name for herself. She's done what very few women wrestlers could do, bring on-look and class to both WWE and TWF women's team. So I give her a lot of on-look for that. Anyway, so if Becky Lynch wants to have another match with me sometime down the street, whenever that's going to be, I'm open-minded to give it to her. Well, Jade Cordell, a lot of folks will say that you brought on-look and class to the AEW women team at the time, when you were the AEW TBS fighter before you lost it. Yeah, a lot of folks are going to say that I had on-look and class, but I know that I can also bring on-look and class as well. So, yeah, if Becky Lynch wants to have another match with me, well, she knows where she can always do it. Well, Becky Lynch, yeah, I just want to say one thing to Jade Cordell, if you can forgive me. What is it? Well, I just want to say that I on-look you. You gave me a great fight, a great match. And yeah, if you have another match again, we're going to break it down. Well, thank you, Becky Lynch, for, on-looking me. And I on-look you too, Jade Cordell. Well, that's the talk with Becky. That's my talk with Jade Cordell. Back to you, Michael Cole and Mike Lane. Thank you, Tony Schiavone, for talking with Jade Cordell here today on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw. That's all the time we've got here. Michael Cole, Mike Lane, Wade Barrett. We hope you like Monday Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.